Hey guys, what's going on? Joel Tavares here. You're watching DualShockers TV on DualShockers.com. I'm here with Pearl Lai, who's a brand manager with Bandai Namco. We just had a chance to check out Tales of Berseria.
Yes!
Right? This is the latest game in the Tales series.
Yes.
Our readers are huge Tales fans and have been supporting the series.
We love you!
They've been supporting the series for a long time. I think the last we had Symphonia, Berseria.
The last one that just came out. Symphonia came out on PC. We had a PC port that came out like not too long ago. This is the latest in the series. I mean, the series is like 20 plus years strong. Last year was the 20th anniversary year, and we're happy to be able to bring this one to the States. Actually sooner than ever. I mean, usually we have like kind of a gap, like a year and a half between the Japanese release versus the American release, and we're excited that we can actually close it. So Japan's getting theirs August. We're getting ours early 2017. We're locking down the release date, but we're trying to get that to you as soon as we can. We're working on it.
Nice. Now, one of the things that I really liked from what I saw was this new, more in-depth combat system.
Oh my god!
And I was wondering, I was like, they sent me footage about it for a menu. I don't know why I got footage of a menu, but it's really important.
Well, because it's Japanese menu, and it looks like a matrix. It looks like math.
Yeah,
Why? What is going on?
Let's talk about it, because you mentioned that there's something that the fans were asking for. You know, adding that kind of extra layer of customization, complexity that our RPG fans are looking for.
Yeah, I think I mean, the Tales series has been known for their very action-based kind of combat system. It's one of the signatures of the series. I mean, we've been very fortunate to have, different varieties of combat systems through the years. Yeah, some where you fight the two characters and kind of like merge the two characters and like, leverage each character's strengths and kind of, we've had a lot of interesting combat systems over the years. This one we're kind of taking a kind of step, a nod back to the previous, an older one, but also make it even more powerful than ever before. So that screen that you're talking about, the B-roll, was basically like a matrix grid of like 16 like cells, right? It looked like an Excel spreadsheet. It looked like homework.
Like a cool Excel spreadsheet.
It looks like a pretty cool Excel spreadsheet. Like, what is this? But it's actually like crazy powerful. So essentially what we've done with this game is that there's a new it's a combo system. So it's a linear motion battle system. It's the name of the new system. And what you can do is you can at base you can map these attacks to your phase buttons. So you can hit triangle and it activates like a basic attack. You can hit like square and it activates like a water attack, and so on and so forth. What gets interesting is the chaining. So essentially what you can do is you can set up like the first time you press triangle, you get one attack. The second time you press triangle, you get a different attack. The third time you press, you get yet another attack. The fourth time you press, you get even a fourth attack. So you're basically creating your own combos. So it's almost like you're playing. It kind of brings a little bit of, with fighting games with like, circle, square, squircle, and you're getting like a certain set of attacks.
Right.
But you're bringing that to an RPG. And not only that, you're bringing that to an RPG with a combo system you're bringing that to an RPG that has such an extensive library of possible attacks.
Right.
So like, essentially like the power of all these attacks are at your fingertips, and you can customize it however you want. So you can be like, okay, I want to have this attack be like, I'm in a water world, and they're bone to fire. So you can like set like all your attacks to be like kind of focused on that. You can like triangle. So you can just easily access all of this set of attacks using just, one button combination, a different set of combo attacks to a different combination, and all the way down the line. It's crazy powerful, and it's kind of crazy because when you look at the screen, you're like, what's going on? But then what you actually do and what you execute in the game is stunning. It's super powerful.
And speaking of powerful, you guys developed the game now from the ground up for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Something that you've been pushing for.
Yes, it's super exciting. We're very excited about that. Previously, we had, Japan market is still very PS3 focused. And the last Tales of Berseria, was originally only available for PS3. And it was definitely a push on the Western side. We're like, no, we want it on PS4. Like, our audience is playing on PS4, please. Our fans have been asking for it. Let's do it. So we were able to get it ported from the PS3 to PS4. But with Tales of Berseria, we're actually building it from the ground up for the PlayStation 4. So I think it's apparent in the graphics. I mean, it looks beautiful. The draw distance are beautiful. It's running at 60 frames per second. It's a gorgeous looking game, and I hope fans will be pleased to be able to play and enjoy it on their like powerful systems rather than like,
Well, it looks stunning. Yes, and Also, Sunny was our main character, right? Let's
Yes.
talk about her a little
Yes.
bit because definitely getting like a Kill Bill vibe kind of story going
She's kind
on.
of a badass. Can I say that? Can I?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
That's
she's kind of a
fine.
badass, right? I mean, like, this is the first time in the Tales series that we've had a solo female protagonist. So we've had other female characters in the past, as like, main characters. Like a lot of her. That means Berseria, we featured 2 characters. Granted, Alicia wasn't like the other main character, as some fans may remember from previous years. But that whole like partnership between a male and female character. But this one, we're really happy to just have like the first time in the Tales series.
Yes.
Essentially, it was last year, 20th anniversary year. They were like, we need to do something different this time around. Let's try something new. And that's where the whole concept of the story came about. The revenge story, female character having Velvet, and just the character design. I mean, it was kind of happened organically, but I'm really excited. Just like personally, it's always cool when like you don't see a whole lot of badass female characters, just for whatever various reasons. And she's really awesome, and her outfit is pretty amazing, and like she does so much ass kicking. Like I love it. She has a demon arm. She has like an arm which we saw. She has a demon arm. That basically like she's like la 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 la. I'm gonna punch face. But you know what? I'm gonna put on my demon arm, bitches. And like she like, and it's like, whoa, and it's pretty amazing.
You know that people are gonna make gifs out of what you just did right now, right? So just be ready for that.
What? Like what? It's like the demon arm. Whoa! Like I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's what you can see. Like it's. I mean,
that was great. That was great.
That's what it looks like. It is kind of like that. A real deal, and like obviously it's much more animated. It's animated much better than I can.
Yeah,
I don't have like the animations.
Like we were in Vesperia, right?
I tried to. I put my own sound effect. That's not what it sounds like,
perfect.
obviously, but she has like lots of animations and sprites that kind of fly. I mean, that's sparkly. She has a. I can't do that. Sorry guys. I can't really do it justice. But I hope you get the idea. The B-roll, you can see it in the B-roll.
It was awesome. Now, one of the cool things too this time around, you definitely made an emphasis of it, is that not only are we closing the gap from when we're launching in Japan to when we're launching here, but we're also keeping things, what's the right way to put it, authentic to the original. So if you want to play with, the original Japanese voices with, your English subtitles, you can do that, which is not new to the series. But what is new is that you're going to have other local languages ready from day one, which is huge. We'll talk about
so that's new. So we're really excited.
And I'm sorry I'm yelling. It's very loud.
Oh. No, it's exciting. There's a lot going on. Woo, party. I think it's easier with the Pac-Man game because it's like, have you heard the soundtrack? It's super like,
intense.
I feel like I'm just like, I need like my whistle and like my furry boots and like, yeah. Okay, now I'm like showing my age because like nobody wears that anymore. Anyway. But with this game, yes, we're definitely excited to be bringing it to an even bigger audience. Yes, we've always had English as like you always can choose Japanese voice actors. If you like Japanese voices, if you like English voices, you can always choose between having like the English subtitles or if you want to have like Spanish subtitles. But for the first time, we're bringing this game and localizing it into Brazilian Portuguese. So. We're not doing full voice, unfortunately, in Brazilian Portuguese, but we are doing English. So you can listen to it in English or Japanese, but the subtitles will be in Brazilian Portuguese or Spanish. It's up to your choice. So we're really excited. I mean, the Tales is growing in the West. We definitely want to bring it to more people in our audience, in our territory as much as possible. And I think it's a big undertaking. I mean, the Tales of games historically, there's a lot of text. There's a lot of content. And a part of the reason why there's been good gaps between like Japanese releases and Western releases is because like, holy crap, you're localizing stuff, you're localizing so much, like the missions, there's like 100 hours of gameplay in this, just with the core campaign, and then with like all the skits, all those different those conversations with the characters that you know and love, and like as you get to know them, like there's so much content there too. We're excited to like look what's all that stuff. We're gonna be bringing that to a new audience down in Latin America too. So we're pretty excited.
Well, that's awesome.
It's
Guys,
really neat.
Tales of Berseria, if you're a fan of the Tales series, obviously you're already waiting for this one. And we don't have to wait too much longer in the West, right? So
early 2017. Early 2017.
We can. But the way, right?
You can if you want to. If you want to import, you can do that. But I like to think that, we always try to do some nice stuff for our fans in the West. And I think we haven't announced any sort of, special SKUs. but you know, I
Might
mean,
wait.
maybe there's gonna be something
on the way.
that, like, you know, American fans might be interested in. That maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we have a history of doing some cool things with our franchises. I
Around
don't know.
lunchtime.
Around lunchtime. So maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying. So, you know, there'll be some cool news for our market. We're excited to bring it out for PS4. It'll be coming out on Steam as well. We'll be announcing release date. We haven't announced a release date yet, but right now we said it's coming out early 2017. So it's exciting stuff.
So 2017,
Yes.
keep it locked in DualShockers, because if maybe there's a reason for you to get it at launch, maybe we'll have some information on that. Pearl, thank you so much.
Thank you
It's been
very
a pleasure.
much.
Guys,
Thanks for chatting.
DualShockers TV, DualShockers.com. We're out.